Good, happy Friday evening. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, residents in Nashua neighborhood asked to shelter in place. Police said residents in a Nashua neighborhood should shelter in place until further notice while police respond to a person barricaded within a residence. A heavy police presence was reported in the area of Auburn and Fletcher Streets. Drivers are encouraged to avoid that area and seek alternate routes. Anyone who lives in the area is encouraged to shelter in place. Nashua's SWAT team is at the scene. Stay tuned for updates. Farmington boy loses courageous battle with rare brain cancer. Let's take a listen to this video from WCVB Boston.
Was behind a truck on 95, hit a pothole, and splash! Huge tuna lands on my car. Got rear-ended. Meanwhile, my front end got javed. My insurance agent Jack reeled in all the paperwork. He's a real catch.
Good afternoon, Nicole. Yes, we are in Devin's neighborhood. We are not showing his house out of respect for the privacy of his family, who've asked for some time during this very difficult moment in their lives. But we can tell you that we've seen people approaching the house all day long, some of them dressed in green, Devin's favorite color. This little boy's story inspired people around the world.
It started with a snowboarding trip last January. 6-year-old Devin Swow hit his head, and at first his parents thought he had a concussion. But when doctors checked, they found a rare kind of brain tumor. Faced with a diagnosis that no other child had ever beaten, the Swow family decided that their son could be the first and launched a fundraising campaign around the hashtag #WhyNotDevin.
We want to change the story so other families aren't hit with the worst news they could ever receive in their life.
Over the next few months, Devin's cause caught the attention of the community. He was named Framingham's honorary police chief.
I'm just gonna sit here and do nothing.
And the post office organized a truck parade in front of his home.
Such a young child, Evan, a young boy, facing the battle of his life, really.
Firefighters and sports teams retweeted #WhyNotDevin. So did celebrities from Tom Brady to Kim Kardashian to Lance Armstrong.
After returning home from England, Devin's condition deteriorated. He went into intensive care last month and stayed there until last night when he got a police escort back to his home here in Framingham. A short time ago, his mother posted online with beyond shattered heart and soul. I write this post to tell you that our little superhero lost his very courageous battle early this morning, surrounded by Jay and I and the boys. I know my mom was waiting in the biggest hug along with all those who earned their beautiful wings before us. Please continue to pray for my boys. Today is the worst day of our lives.
Okay, and there you go on that report. And our thoughts and prayers are with his family. Portland police look for man who tried to kidnap infant from Hannaford. Let's take a listen to the video from WMTW News 8 in Maine.
A dazzling place I never knew. A new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no, or where to go, or say we're only dreaming. Let me share this whole new world with you.
Okay, and there you go on that video. Also, Portland police are looking for a person who tried to kidnap an infant from the Hannaford at Back Cove. The incident was reported at 1:15 p.m. according to police. Police said the child was in a shopping cart and a man took the cart when the child's parent was not looking. The parent told store employees who began searching the store. The child was found safe in the cart in another part of the store, but the person who tried to take the child took off, police said. Police said the store was locked down until the child was found and said the child never left the store. Police said the suspect is a white man in his 30s and was wearing a yellow shirt and a white hat with an orange brim. Anyone with information is asked to call police. And now let's take a look and see how your stock market closed for this Friday evening. And here's a look at your market. And here's a look how your market did for today and how they closed for your Friday. We're seeing a lot of green, so that is good. A good sign. Things in the green, not in the red. Dow surges 165 points to record close on tax reform, hopes stunning GE comeback. Senate approved a $4 trillion budget measure Thursday by a 51-49 vote, rising expectations to lower corporate tax has helped stocks rise to record highs recently. JP Morgan Chase shares hit all-time high. JE's stock rebound sharply, erasing a 6.3% loss. U.S. stocks closed higher on Friday after the Senate took a step toward achieving tax reform. White House defends Chief of Staff. It's inappropriate to debate a 4-star general. Let's take a listen to the video from ABC News.
I'm gonna let it shine. There's a little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine.
Have you seen the speech?
I have.
And then you know that most of it was her effusively praising these FBI agents. And when she was talking about what she did in Congress, she was not talking about securing the $20 million. She was talking about naming the building for these FBI agents, who she then went on to effusively praise. And that was the bulk of the speech.
She also mentioned that, and she also had quite a few comments that day that weren't part of that speech and weren't part of that video that were also witnessed by many people that were there. What General Kelly referenced yesterday.
Tell us specifically, because
exactly what he said. There was a lot of grandstanding. He was stunned that she had taken that opportunity to make it about herself.
Can he come out here and talk to us about this at some point?
I think he's addressed that pretty thoroughly yesterday.
No, he was wrong yesterday in talking about getting the money. The money was
if you want to go after General Kelly, that's up to you. But I think that if you want to get into a debate with a 4-star Marine general, I think that's something highly inappropriate.
Okay, and there you go on that video, and that was from today's White House press briefing in the White House with Sarah Sanders. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Friday evening, and I'll see you back here later on for a news report, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for another newscast. Goodbye, everyone.